Thank you so much, and welcome to this brief. My name is Michael Kundo, Chief Executive Officer of the Kenya Cultural Center operating the Kenya National Theatre. We are here in Nakuru as our first county for the program we are calling County Theatre Fiesta. County Theatre Fiesta is a capacity building program for theatre artists, theatre groups, and theatre companies that are based outside Nairobi. And for this year, at the County Theatre Fiesta this year, we are covering 15 counties, which will be trained in 6 centers. And so Nakuru is one of those centers, and the first one for that matter. In this center, we are having Nakuru and Narok counties. So County Theatre Fiesta, basically, we are giving out, we are passing skills, theatre production skills, to emerging producers and thespians, with a view that they should be carrying out productions in their localities. One of the messages we are sending out is that artists, theatre artists outside Nairobi, should start taking up theatre production as an economic venture. But they cannot do that if we don't give them skills that will enable them carry out professional theatre productions. So basically, we are having 2 activities in one. One, we are doing theatre training, which are productions which are supposed to be put on stage. But for this year, we have also introduced another concept of what we are calling audio plays. I know most of us only remember the radio theatre, and so we are also doing audio plays in a program we are calling Sauti za Boma. So we are also training artists who then will be able to produce audio plays, record them, either stream them in their platforms or find media houses that can stream those plays for them. And again, another avenue for diversifying theatre productions and the concept of making theatre be popular yet again. So we want to thank you. We want to thank the Nakuru County, more specifically the city management. Again, very important to us because Nakuru is a creative city, and so we are here hosted by the city management as part of fulfilling their mandate for the creatives of this region, being the first and the only creative city in the country. For this training center, we have about 81 theatre practitioners covered in this training, with around 14 trainers. And something I need to note is that the trainers we have selected are professionals in various fields in theatre production. They are people who have vast skills and experience. They have done major productions and very successful productions. So our rallying call is they need to share their experiences and their expertise with those young upcoming producers and theatre practitioners also, and just to make this field of performing arts be also professionally done. That is all for now. Thank you. Now, one thing we need to know, and the essence for this program, for a long time, meaningful and successful theatre productions have only occurred in Nairobi. But at some point we have been asked, as a national theatre, is it a national theatre for Nairobi only? Our answer is, even though the infrastructure is in Nairobi, the nationalness of the Kenya National Theatre should be felt across the country. Now, for a production to have a national value, there has to be professionalism in it. That is why we have decided to come out to the grassroots to impart skills to talented individuals so that whatever they are putting on stage is professional. You will realize that we have had productions outside Nairobi, but they have not been professional because they lack certain qualities that a professional production is. For example, light techniques, sound use, and even other support elements in production. So, anybody who is skilled, say, in lighting, will not find need to be in a place like Nakuru because productions in Nakuru don't need lighting. So they'll all rush to Nairobi where productions use lighting and sound. What we are doing in this is we are training producers and directors in a place like Nakuru to also start incorporating light, sound techniques, makeup, and such in their production, so that then the people we have also trained in sound and light can then find work in Nakuru. And that is what I mean by we don't need the people we have trained for lighting to come to Nairobi. They should find work here. And our assumption and our goal is like that once you have been trained in this city, you should make productions in this city. You should entice the people in Nakuru to also start seeing the value of coming to watch theatre plays. Now, when we have audiences in Nakuru built, it means then producers in Nakuru will always have a constant need and urge to make production, to have productions produced in Nakuru. That then means by extension that the light technicians, the sound technicians, the makeup technicians will have work to do. That is the sustainability we're talking about.
Is there any support to the team?
So much about to host that is Narok County together with our creatives here in Nakuru City, and the partnership that we've gotten with the Kenya Cultural Center that have really helped us to have this exercise here called the County Theatre Fiesta. And with us here, we have participants from Nakuru County and also the Narok County. And I really appreciate this forum, this training, because one, I must register that it was highly competitive. The participants have been selected from a very competitive process, and they are here to be honed their skill on how they are going to monetize their skills in the films industry. That is going to be beneficial to them in line with the national and the county government creative economy. And we are happy that being a creative city, the only in East Africa as the creative city under the UNESCO, having been designated under the craft and folk art, we also support other categories. There are 7 categories under the UNESCO creative cities, and films is one of them. And going forward, we are going to have the inaugural team capacity build, and as a city, through the support of the county government, we commit the sustainability of their skill by providing platforms, by providing some infrastructure that are needed to enable them to continue creating more films for the city, and also benefiting the residents of Nakuru who have always missed out on this, given that most of these films are shown in Nairobi. But we thank the Kenya Cultural Center that now they are now devolving the filming from Nairobi to the counties, and the 50, I think there are around 50 of them, or maybe around half of them, that are going to remain here in Nakuru. We are going to encourage them to continue with this exercise. They are going to be filming within the county, and I believe that with the support that they are going to get from the county, they will be big, they'll be performing, they'll be having big performances. And we also call upon the residents of Nakuru also to be consumers of the film that are going to be done here. And also the beauty of it is that they can be able to tap into the local themes in their filming that is going to be addressing local challenges and also local issues that we are facing as a county, which attribute to or maybe consequently brought to the leadership. They can be addressed, and I believe that through filming, the voice of the people, that we're also going to adhere as leaders to ensure that those issues are handled. And also for the young generations, the employment happens to be a bit tricky nowadays. But with this training, the capacity building that we've been done is enough to ensure that they also have the employment, that they can do it within their localities using the local materials and also facilities, and I believe that also going to float the rate of unemployment that we have as a county. The challenge that we are trying to address through this is, one, we have the capacity, because most of the time we find you might have the space but you don't have the technical skills. So with this training, I believe that the producers are also going now to have more, to seek for more spaces within the city, but also what we want to do as a government, also as a city, we want to partner with the Kenya Museum, with their facilities there, so that we can allocate money and have a youth center or something of the sort that has all these facilities that also contribute to or addresses some of the needs that they have. So we are in talk with them, but also with this capacity training, we believe that they are also going to have private investors who are also going to come forth and be able to maybe provide facilities and equipment that are needed to do filming, given that there will be more work to do. Because the reason why you find that there is not much spaces, because there is not also massive filming and activities that need to be, to be filmed and also to be processed, and that is the challenge that we have.
I am a trainer. I come from the CTF. So CTF, basically, as our CEO has said, it's a capacity building program that helps theatre artists across all entire Nairobi, or all entire, Kenya, to be able to be equipped with theatre activities, theatre when it comes to theatre acting, and also all the programs when it comes to art activities. So basically our work is to nurture and make sure that we leave trainees on the ground while they are equipped with all things. Yes, so it has been an amazing journey for the past 3 to 4 days. We've been talking to our trainees, training them on all areas, including production design, marketing, acting, directing, you name it. So basically our main focus is to make sure that we are not remaining with the knowledge that we have in Nairobi, ibaki tu huko. No, we are making sure that across Kenya and all counties we can be able to be having producers, theatre productions with good quality production, that is. Yes.
My name is Awino Sheila. I am the group leader for Playmakers, and this is our 5th day for CTF. I'm in a production design class, learning from Nancy and Brian Irungu. And Nancy is one of the nominees of the Oscars Award, and also Brian Irungu is the owner of Palettes Kenya, and the one taking us through the set design, makeup, production, and also hair design. Yeah. So the training has been awesome. For the past 5 days we've been learning and also using it for our production, which we are supposed to perform on Saturday, our play. And yeah, we are using whatever we've been learned just to add on to our production to showcase on Saturday. And welcome for our...
So my name is Jerita Mwake. I'm an actor, voiceover artist, and in this I'm the trainer for Sauti za Boma. So Sauti za Boma is an initiative about audio plays where we train from concept to the final product, which is the audio play. So audio plays, mainly Sauti za Boma is about telling African stories through the African lens, how artists and all of us can tell stories, African stories through audio. Okay, so a lot of us are very familiar with radio dramas and mainly radio dramas, but now audio plays is just a play in audio format using different sounds, different music and voice acting to bring out the story to life through audio. And I can say the experience in Nakuru has been really great. I'm very elated by the participants. They've been so accommodative, so supportive, expressive, and that's the main reason that I'm feeling so happy actually, because the production that we are coming up with are really nice stories about our culture, depending with the theme that is happening this year for the Kid Fest. And the stories that we're coming up with are cultural and they're so personal, which is such an amazing thing for the participants and for all of us, because we get to express our culture through our stories. Yes.